Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. This is Allison, and in today's video I'm sharing with you guys um, several unique benefits from morning movement. In a previous video that I recorded, 9 healthy habits that was instrumental in me transforming my life, I mentioned movement, moving my body was one of those habits. So I thought, you know what, let me elaborate more on just some of the benefits of that I've experienced from moving my body every day, especially the first thing in the morning. I thought, you know what, let me just share some of these benefits that I've have received and some that studies show. If you're new here, allow me to tell you a little bit about the channel. On the channel, I provide just some basic holistic health and wellness, self-care tips for Black women over the age of 50 to empower them to live the life that they deserve, age gracefully, and obtain optimal health. Hello. Oh, and by the way, if you're not a subscriber, I would love for you to become a subscriber. Uh, I am on a mission to just build a community of like-minded women, women who look like me, Black women over the age of 50 that have decided that it is time that they prioritize their self-care. As I mentioned in the introduction, I just share some tips, some things that I'm doing, things that I'm learning along the way to just help me live the best life. So let's get started. And just some of the benefits of movement, moving your body the first thing in the morning. So the first benefit, and I do have a few notes here, so if you see me looking down, that's I'm referring to my notes so I can just stay on track. The first benefit to morning movement, it helps really regulate your nervous system. Studies show that daily movement helps shift your mood from fight or flight to something that's a little bit more calmer. It also helps you um, lower your cortisol level. Your stress hormone. It helps decrease stress. So if you're maybe a little antsy, or say if you maybe really didn't have like a really good night's sleep, moving your body the first thing in the morning help counteract some of those negative, well, I don't want to say negative, but if you're just feeling a little down when you get up in the morning, moving your body the first thing in the morning, get that happy juice flowing, get you charged, and get you maybe a little bit excited about starting your day. I know for me, for example, at the recording of this video, today is Monday morning, and I just felt a little sluggish. But because movement is a part of my life, a part of my lifestyle, as soon as I got up and got to moving and got my the juices flowing, before you know it, I was feeling really, really energized and ready to start my day. So again, the first tip and a benefit to morning movement, it helps regulate your nervous system. Secondly, it helps with improving your mental clarity. Again, if I could give you another example of myself, I just mentioned this morning I was a little sluggish. It's cold and I didn't want to get out of the bed. But as soon as I mentioned earlier, as soon as I start moving, got the juices flowing, my mind started, turning with a few ideas, some things that it removed that morning morning fog, I could just start thinking a little bit more clearly. And even say if I go for a walk, maybe in the afternoon or something of that nature, just movement for me personally helps me greatly with thinking more clearly. It helps me a lot of times with problem solving. So if I've been stuck, um, stuck, have some decisions and things that I need to make, um, movement has helped me greatly with moving some of that fog and just helping me think more clearly and coming up with some possible solutions to some issues or some challenges that I'm having. So the second benefit, I guess I should say, is movement helps greatly with mental clarity. The third thing, it helps strengthen your emotional resilience. It helps really build your discipline and self trust. Um, yeah, I can't say too much more about that, but it does help greatly with improving your resilience and your self trust when it comes to yourself. It helps greatly with discipline. So for me, if I get up and move my body, I've already started my day off great. So some of the things that I need to get done on my to-do list, I'm more apt to getting those things done because I've already started moving my body. I'm ready, I'm energized, I'm ready to start the day, I'm ready to get things done. So it really helps with strengthening your emotional resilience. And you probably already know this, but it helps greatly with improving your joints and your bones. And it strengthens, well, it helps with, I know sometimes some of us, as we age, we tend to be a little bit more stiff. Um, your movement, your mobility is not what it once was. But if you're moving your body, if you're moving your muscles, it just helps greatly with keeping your joints and your muscles and keeping them well lubricated. And it helps greatly with flexibility. It also helps with mobility. It helps with improving your hormones and maybe help greatly with balancing your hormones. So if you're going through, say, menopause or perimenopause, studies show that having moving your body and exercises will help greatly with balancing your hormones. It helps, as I mentioned earlier, with improving your sleep quality. So from the time I get up, I'm moving moving my body, whether it's very lightly or it's maybe, or even if it's like a strenuous workout. And even throughout the day, I'm up away from my desk if I need to run an errand. So and I try to incorporate it in a lot of different things, that a movement throughout my day. So say if I have washed some clothes, and I will fold them up in another room, and then instead of taking the basket into wherever I need to put the clothes up, I'll keep the basket of folded clothes in one centralized place and go put the clothes up in another room. And I will make several trips. So if I have like some workout clothes and I have, say, 5 t-shirts and some sweatpants, instead of me taking all 5 at one time, I might take maybe two, one. I'll do multiple trips. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And so by the end of the day, with all of this, the constant movement, it helps me greatly with having like a really, really good night's sleep. And if you think about if you have children or you've been around children and you just let them like run and play all day and just let them, have at it. Um, and before you know it, they're asleep. They have like a really, really good nap or they have like a really good night's sleep. Well, we're basically the same way. If you're using your body and you burning a lot of energy, that will help greatly with you having a better night's sleep. Um, and then finally, it helps build long term independence. So if you're moving your body, this will help greatly as you age. It will help you um, stay more independent as you age, and maybe that might be lesser of concern. So if you live alone, or even if you live with people and you fall and you have more strength, mobility, and flexibility to get yourself up off the floor if no one is around. So movement will help greatly with you maintaining a long-term independence. So those are the few benefits of of staying active, morning movement, and it really doesn't have to be so plain. If you're one of those folks that, you know what, hey, I don't like going to gym. I've passed that season in my life, or you're just starting and you don't know where to start. You can really start in your bed. So from the time you wake up, you can say start with a few wrist rotations, something like this. You can turn your head from side to side. You can rotate your ankles. You can uh, lay on your back and fold your knees up and move your knees. Do some windshield wipers with your legs. Um, moving your legs from side to side, your knees from side to side. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Or you could do a lot of different soft movements in the bed. You can sit up and do some arm raises or something like this, or set the timer for like 5 minutes, even before you're sitting up and getting ready to get your day started. You can really start in your bed. So, but first, let me just mention this disclaimer. Always check with your doctor first before you start any exercise routine. You want to make sure that it's okay for you. Everyone is unique, and you want to check and make sure that whatever movements that you're using is appropriate for you and your body. And then I'll also on this channel, I have a playlist of some simple, gentle movements. They're great for beginners. Some some stretching videos. I will put the link to that playlist in this video, and I'll just have it somewhere on the screen. So at the end of this video, you could just click it and just find a video on just some different yoga and some gentle stretching, pretty much targeting beginners and people that are over the age of 50. And also, before I end, I did mention that I was inspired to do this video because in a previous video, just 9 habits that changed my, that I um, incorporated into my daily life that changed my life, I will include that video in the description section of this video if you would like to watch it in its entirety. So that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching it. And please, again, just make sure that you are doing some form of movement. You can start really, really slow. You can start in your bed. You can start once you're comfortable with that. Then you can move. You can stand up. You can march in place. You can do your arms. You can do, whatever that works best for you. You can even sit in a chair and do, but it's very, very important for us as we age that we keep it moving. All right. With that said, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Bye.